Chris, Leroy Fer picked up a bit of a nasty hamstring strain, didn't he? I mean, how's he getting along?
Yes, he's just, we saw him outside doing a little bit of running yesterday, so we'll keep trying to give you a little bit of an update on his progress, but he's still going to be a few weeks away. But we've been encouraged by some of the injuries that we've had that are either back now training or very close to training. Elliott Bennet will hopefully be training with us next week. Michael Turner, Jonas Gutierrez trained with us yesterday, with Jonas training with us on Tuesday as well. So that's the good news. At least we're getting some of these back.
How's Alex Tetty after being taken off against Stoke?
No, he's fine. He's fine, and he's trained. So no problems at all with Alex.
How much is the team looking forward to the chance to get out there against Southampton this weekend?
Well, I think after the disappointment, of course, of the Stoke game, having taken the lead and looking very much like we was going to keep that lead, you want to get back into action as quick as possible once you've had the opportunity to close down the game. And this is our next game, and the next game is an opportunity, of course, for us to get points.
Southampton have been very good this year. Is that something you expected when you saw their squad at the start of the season?
I'm not so sure. I'm not sure what levels that you can expect. We knew that they would be good and offensive because they've got offensive players that can score goals. They recruited well. In Lovren was a player that we knew, that the centre half, so they recruited very well from that aspect, and they've had a really good policy of bringing through a couple of the younger ones, and in Luke Shaw they've got somebody that's, I think, very much going to be a star over the next few years. So we weren't sure what to expect, but they've had good periods, and they've had some periods this season where they perhaps haven't done so well, and we have to make sure that we're focusing on our abilities to do well and our abilities to get points. And as I say, we very disappointed in the result at home to Stoke. It was one that we wanted and felt we should win. We now have to react in the right way.
The lads confident of going there and getting something, because we beat them earlier in the season and we got something down there last year, didn't we?
Yeah, well, I think we certainly remember the game there last season. It was a good, not only a good result but a good performance, of course, at home this season. But we're in different times now, and as I say, they've had a very good season themselves. We want to put ourselves in a position where we can creep away from the position that we're in at the moment, and the only way you can do that is by performances and more so results.
The home form is talked about a lot, but how much of a boost is it when you can go away from home and pick up a draw or even 3 points?
Well, it's a massive lift because I think our home form is always going to be decent, and there are levels, of course, to winning games and perhaps draws, and that can be the sort of the big differences. But it is also about picking up points away from home, and for a lot of clubs that's far more difficult. But certainly the results that we've had at Stoke, away from home, and West Brom away from home, have really given us a big lift, and certainly that would do that if we're able to get a result at the weekend.